joining in with the attacking players. In the first half, he was Real Madrid's best forward. You know, they've got so many qualities in the side. I mean, we're constantly talking about Ramos, that he's not a particularly good defender. You know, John doesn't think that Varane is a particularly good defender. I happen to think that the two, as a partnership, are excellent, and two very, very good defenders and two very good footballers. All over the field. I mean, in the centre of the midfield, Kroos and Modric, they've got this terrible habit of constantly passing the ball to each other.
To the right player.
Yeah, and they never give it away. And you compare that to Milner and Henderson.
Much more difficult. But nicer, the one, Ronaldo's one, nicer.
Ronaldo's is nicer?
This is nicer from
Would you say that Ronaldo...
But this is more difficult, and the moment is the dream moment. Yeah.
I'm talking about percentage of a second, that Ronaldo had a little more time to think about what he was actually going to do. Because that ball has come from a wide area.
Yeah.
This ball here hasn't been crossed from a wide area. You see that Marcelo, when he crosses it, is very, very narrow. Yeah. So what I'm saying is, you know, to make your mind up, that split second, I'm going to do this. It's something quite special.
Both, it's brilliance. That's the word. It's
watch where he crosses it from.
Brilliant.
This is the talent of the great players.
I mean,
the
in Liverpool back four think we're in good position here.
He's
That's
from the side of the box. Look, edge of the 18-yard.
It's sensational.
It's really difficult because also he has to correct his position from inside to outside, trying to find the place to kick the ball.
I wonder what he was thinking walking at the stadium, knowing his substitute, absolutely raging, full of bitterness at the manager, and all of a sudden, an hour and a half later,
bang.
2 goals, best goal he's ever scored.
You have to kick the ball, but you have to place the ball at the top corner, and so it's an amazing.
Okay, put those two aside. Zidane's? His was in a final.
I was there, the glorious Glasgow.
It was a brilliant goal, but still, what Bale did is more difficult.
See, that's come down from the stars, though.
Yeah, but he's got 1 foot in the ground.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a pivot. That's an easier one.
So you're putting the manager in 3rd place.
Yeah.
Are you?
I think so.
Zidane, who had scored the best goal.
I'm surprised you've forgotten Benzema's goal, because that's the best of the night.
Well, what is from you know, the best to the worst? What is Loris Karius doing for the first goal?
Well, he's trying to roll the ball out to one of his own players. I'm not quite sure who, but as a goalkeeper, you absolutely take no chances. You need dependability, reliability, I should say. I mean, what is he doing?
It's got to be an overthrow over his shoulder.
Yeah.
The player's so close to him. I don't know what he's thinking. It is the right pass, but it's got to be over his shoulder.
You know, Liverpool did unbelievably well to respond as quickly as they did to that unbelievably bad error. But within 4 minutes, they were back on level terms, weren't they?
Yes.
One player you don't expect to be on his toes and pressing is Benzema. And it's quick thinking and a good reaction from Benzema.
Like a fox in the box.
No.
Yeah, but you know, when he's put his foot out there, that ball could have gone anywhere from Benzema, but it's actually gone directly into the back of the net.
Is that Real Madrid's luck again?
Yeah, you have to look for the
luck.
luck.
It's Zidane's luck for starting it.
They're switched on.
Now, the second one, it's almost indescribable, isn't it? Because this is more calamitous than the first one. This is just compounding the agony.
This is worse.
Well, David Pleat, who's the co-commentator, who was a very good manager in English football, commentating, talks about the ball moving in the air and swerving. I'm sorry, but I just don't see that.
There is a slight movement, but it's slight. You'll see it from behind the goal.
You know, we've all played the game. When you see somebody shooting from 30 yards out like that, you're happy, aren't you?
Yes.
You think, okay, that's all right. You know, if I was the goalkeeper there, I may not have caught it, but I've headed it.
I could have saved that.
If you were in goal, you would have stopped that.
Yeah, I would have stopped it.
I would either stopped it with my hands or headed it away. Shocking.
After conceding the first goal, I think the mind of the goalkeeper is affected during the whole game. And then they are losing 2-1.
I feel for him.
He has the first mistake. He has the first mistake on
He
FIFA.
probably will not recover for that the rest of his career. Wherever he goes for the rest of his life, he'll be remembered for that.
Someone's got to put an arm around him
Shocking
tonight.
error. What a shame.
Two big mistakes from goalkeeper's sides led Real Madrid first, one against Bayern Munich in semi-final. Lets Real Madrid to approach to get access to the final, and that one give Real the leads. But as Trevor said,
You need a
the
bit of-
reaction of Liverpool was good, drawing the game,
Well,
and the goal of Bale's goal is
But the last
unbelievable.
goal there, 3-1, that was the end of the
the
game.
end of the game. Yeah.
You need a bit of good luck in finals, but what you don't need is bad luck. And the bad luck was Salah, your best player, your key player, in all your tactics. He's the main man, and going off after 30 minutes.
And he's the emotional leader of the team. Yeah.
And up until that moment, Liverpool were doing well.
But that hurt them psychologically, as much as anything
The
else.
loss of Salah.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
absolutely.
went into the show.
Absolutely. It had a detrimental effect on Liverpool, and it galvanised Real Madrid. They gained strength from seeing Liverpool's best player, the player they were more concerned about, than any other player on the field. When he went off, there must have been a few little wry smiles from Real Madrid players, because they were glad to see him off.
Is
would
it
have
a
to-
fair challenge, by the way?
No, it's a typical Ramos. It's a foul. It's quite a bad one. He's pulling him down.
Yeah, but I think
That's a dangerous one.
challenge that
No, that's
he's
not a
fighting
challenge.
for the ball. He's not pulling from the arm. He's unlucky, but he falls on the arms, on Salah's
I
arms.
think it is a foul, you're right. He has
Yeah.
pulled him.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
it's
the
fall,
fall
it's fall.
from Salah is unfortunate. He's off balance.
Yeah, but if
You know,
his arm's trapped underneath
Yeah, he
Ramos,
wants to
it's a
keep
bad one.
feeling the contact with the player to don't lose him.
But that was a body blow for Liverpool. The players look up to him so much. And he also, without the ball, he starts the pressing as well.
But if you think of the character then of Liverpool, you've got a goalkeeper who's made a huge mistake. You've seen your best player go off, and then, as you say, Trevor, you equalise. That's
Quick response. They bounce back.
We said that in the first half, Mane was the player more dangerous player after Salah's out, and in the second half is the one that has tried with the goal and with the kick to the post that also could be a turning point.
Let's hear from the losing manager tonight. He's lost now 6 of 7 finals he's got into. Here's Jurgen Klopp.
Jurgen, the emotion is still raw. How do you assess the night, the performance of your side, everything that happened this evening?
Oh, that's enough for a book. Huh? So the start was obviously good. We were really in the game. We made life uncomfortable for Real Madrid. We had our moments. We won good balls. We did exactly what we wanted to do, avoid the passes from Toni Kroos on the wing. Then Mo with a serious injury, which was pretty obvious after he went down to the ground again, and he tried everything, but he could not anymore. So hard, unbelievable. And you could see the shock actually for the team, and we dropped a little bit too deep. We let them play the pass they wanted to play. So when we had the ball, we didn't play football anymore. It was only it was not because of Adam, not because of anything, only because we didn't play football. So it was good. It was half time, so we could adjust a few things, what we did, and came out okay. Yeah, and then you saw all the goals, so that's quite strange, and that's how football is. If you make mistakes, then especially a team like Madrid, you use that, and so now the game is over, season is over, and in a final you only go to a final to win it. So if you win, you feel brilliant, how Madrid in the moment, and if you lose, you have to suffer and feel bad, and that's how we feel. So that's it.
Is there anything you can say about Loris Karius right now?
Not really. The mistakes is clear. I feel really for him. So he played a fantastic season in a game like this. Who wants that? You don't wish that to your biggest enemy. So and he's our boy, our friend. So it's really hard. I don't have the right words, but for sure the second goal he conceded, not a bicycle kick, the other one is influenced by the first goal. So that was one wrong decision. Left side was open, right side was the leg of Benzema. So, no, I really feel for him, but that's now how it is.
Jurgen, I appreciate you taking the time to speak to us.
Sometimes, it shows that you were the underdog on every occasion, so the chances of winning are lesser. I'm making a case, I mean, for example, I can remember when he was with Borussia Dortmund against Bayern Munich. He was second favourite then,
yes,
and they lost. I don't know too much about the other.
Well,
finals.
other Bayern Munich games in the DFB Pokal, Wolfsburg they've lost to as well.
They
in
include the English final.
And that includes Man City in the League Cup and Sevilla in the Europa League final as well.
They should have won against Sevilla, shouldn't they? When they dominated the first half. Man City, they were probably second favourites against Man City. But
I think
that's not on his mind at the moment. I mean, what's on his mind is that the biggest night of his career as a Liverpool manager has been an absolute disaster, and he must be thinking, what has happened tonight? Because all the preparation, they took the team away to southern Spain to do warm weather training. They worked out last week at the training ground back at Melwood in Liverpool. They prepared right, and then you lose your best player after 25 minutes. You see your keeper throw 2 in. It's just, things that you cannot legislate for as a manager.
And ironically, you keep Cristiano Ronaldo quiet for the night.